Hey everybody, it's Audrey from Audrey Lynn Studios coming to you from Alder Grove near Vancouver in the Fraser Valley, British Columbia. That's west side of Canada. I have another kiln opening for you today. Busy week this week. And not just with pottery. So yeah, I have to play a concert this weekend. So dress rehearsal and 2 concerts. There's been a few meetings, and there's been, I have to stock a store and a couple of pop-ups coming up on the weekend as well. So it's really busy. Sometimes it happens to us, hey, where everything just kind of converges in one week. Anyway, this too shall pass. It's all fine. You know, everybody's healthy, all good. So anyway, let's go down with it. Okay, so right now the temperature is 61 degrees. And I'm firing with a Scott 1018, and I used Camille Hoffman's slow cool program with an augmented 5th section going to 2185 with a 10-minute hold. Let's see what we got. All right, this one was a little bit of a refire, because I had a little pinhole on the side, so I had to grind it and then just give it another coat of floating blue, and it seems like it did the trick. That pinhole is gone, so that's nice. And then I made, oops, oh, we'll see about that one. This incense stick holder, also with floating blue, and both of these were on Plainsman 370 clay. Yeah, I just love those Spectrum floating glazes, and I don't see any pinholes, and that makes me very happy. All right, this one was a refire. It's actually the 3rd time now. The first time it had pretty bad orange peeling, and then I put it in again at a cone 6 with 6-minute hold, and it leveled out some more. And now it's like, it's great. It has no pinholing at all, no orange peeling, nothing. I mean, it's not the most successful, 3 glazed swirl, but yeah, I'm happy that it just flattened right out there. And just some more jewelry pieces. Jewelry's always popular, and I don't know, I've always liked having clay jewelry. Even when I wasn't a potter, I thought, oh, that is so cool, clay jewelry. Anyway, I'm going to pause you for a moment. Okay, so we're on our 2nd level here. There are some refires. Yeah, see, that's the beautiful thing. This was, what was this again? Why do I keep forgetting this one? I forgot this one in the last video too. Anyway, it had one pinhole that just drove me nuts, and now there aren't any, so I really love that. Except this, I don't know what the heck happened there. So anyway, I'm done with this one. No more refiring. Okay, and another refire. This was the vase with the slip-trailed trees, and this was Mako wrought iron, and then there was peacock and seaweed and indigo float, and there wasn't that much movement on it the last time. There still isn't, but it has a little bit more, and I'm happy with this, so that's fine. I had put like a rim of oatmeal to hopefully get it moving down, and it did, so maybe not quite what I want yet, but I'm a lot happier with it. And I mean, it is beautiful. I love the trees. That one is also 370 clay. Refire. This one was 2 alabaster, 1 winter wood, seaweed, 3 seaweed, and light flax in here, 2 coats of 1 band. And it had really bad pinholing before. Now it doesn't have pinholing, so that's just great, because if it turned out, it is for somebody who's already spoken for it. So there you go, you have it. All right, and this one was not a refire, but I wanted to try. Oh, it's so funny how this turns out. Looks so bright in the camera, but it's actually quite rich looking. Anyway, this is eggplant and 3 coats, and seaweed 3 coats, and then olive float in here. I was telling Lisa from Finkel Pottery that, okay, you try it, I'll try it, we'll try it, putting this olive float with seaweed and eggplant, and it looks really great. You just can't even tell here how nice it is. This is on 340 clay, so it's not that bright 370, and it turned out great, and no pinholes. All right, and another refire, because it had a pinhole, and now it doesn't have a pinhole. And it's a classic Norse and birch. Only 2 coats of each, so it's quite subtle. Usually I do 3 and 3, but I thought I'd try 2 and 2. And light flax on the 370 clay, so it's very pretty. It's wintry, and then in the summer it's very summery, oceany. Jack of all trades. Okay, and this was another refire, because the first time I did it, it didn't move. The second time I did it, it got pinholes everywhere, and now it has no pinholes and it moved. The only thing is that it got a little thin in here, and that's with me putting another coat of kimchi on there. But it is really nice, and it only looks thin because it's on the camera looking that thin. Yeah, I like it. So this was cinnabar, kimchi, sangria, and flux in the end on 370 clay. Yep, like it. So far, taking a link this augmented 5th to 2185 with a 10-minute hold. So far. Maybe I shouldn't say anything. Hoo-wee! This dripped right the heck off. So this is root beer. I think it's coyote root beer. 2 coats of peacock and a coat of shipwreck. And yeah, I'm gonna have to grind that and then see if the person still wants it after it's ground off, because it is sold as well. So yeah, beautiful. It looks beautiful. And the pinholes are gone. It just dripped off the bottom, that's all. All right, and here. Okay, Lisa. It's my first BC girl mug. The other ones have a little more hip action, which means they come out like this. But this is my tester, and I had asked Lisa, who makes PE girl mugs, if she wouldn't mind if I made BC girl and West Coast girl and so on, and since we live on opposite sides of Canada, and she was gracious to say that there was no problem for me to make the BC girl mugs. This is toasted trail clay with textured turquoise and some oatmeal. Cute. right. And this again was another refire because it had pinholes, and yeah, the pinholes are all gone. I'm thinking I'm liking this. Nice. This was blue opal and olive float. But the olive float just kind of, since it's a refire, it's not as effective as it was. But it's still very pretty. Now this one was just a test to see how alabaster would do in here, because I have an order for an alabaster vase that I'm just too afraid to put in the kiln, because I don't want it to turn out differently than the one she saw. So it looks like it worked good. Got a few funny little things on there. They're not anything huge, but it looked like it worked. I found that this alabaster 3 times in just a cone 6 kiln did really well. So maybe a bit better than this. But, so I'm just not sure what to do. Anyway, whatever. And this is my friend's bird feeder. She hand built a bird feeder, and I think this glaze is called peanut butter. So that's kind of cute. I like it. Looks good. And my cone pack is here. Let's see. I thought it would get even hotter actually. So that's the cone 6. I thought for sure it was going to get even hotter than that, but it did good. And then my little jewelry pieces, some more jewelry pieces. I'm telling you, these guys just don't like to be, it's almost like you can only give them one coat, because all the texture is gone. And that's Autumn Purple from Spectrum. This one is, oh, this is better. It's Curry. But I'm going to try it with just one coat. And yeah, like this is floating blue, and look at how it's all dripping off. Which of course it would do if there's too much glaze on there, so maybe it only needs one coat. And the last little bit of jewelry piece. Yeah, same thing, tinier bird. So I will try one coat next time. And this one is brown clay with curry. And I do really like that. That was nice, so. Okay, so I'll just pause you while I get down to the 3rd level. Okay, so now we're on the bottom shelf, and I have 4 pieces down here because one of them is quite big. I wanted to show you the incense burner. The cookie is stuck on here. It doesn't look like it's stuck with very much of a drip, if at all, but I don't know if you guys do it or not, but when I have pieces like that, I put them in the freezer. And I leave them in there for, you know, I don't know, a couple hours or whatever. And then when I pull them out, this cookie comes off. 9 times out of 10, it comes off easy. I don't know, just works. Okay. So this little bowl was a throw off the hump bowl. And I have river birch here. I believe it was about 3 coats, like 2 normal, 1 light. And then in here I have, it's gonna come to me, just a minute. River birch and chun plum and smoky merlot. And yeah, again, the camera does it no justice at all. It's so pretty. It's really very pretty. I'm happy. And this one was a refire. This was the iron luster with the oatmeal swirl. and now I'm happier with it for sure. But next time I think I would change how I did it, but I'm happy with it now. And that was another throw off the hump bowl, which I was so happy with. It looks like I'm gonna have to stick this one in the freezer too. And then this cutie bowl has floating blue on it. It's just all Spectrum floating blue. And that just turned out great. And it was perfect glaze for this bowl. No pinholes. Yay! Okay, and then the last piece is something I made quite a while ago, and then when I had looked at it later, it had crawled, and I thought, oh well, it still looks good. But I thought, oh, why not refire it with the river birch? And it looks great. I'm glad I did that. Just one coat of river birch on what was my studio white, and turned out great. Yeah. Okay, so there you have it. There, of course, will be more kiln openings coming because I need to make a lot of stuff somehow. I'm sure we're all in the same boat. Anyway, yeah, so take care, everyone, and peace out.